Good evening. Welcome to After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Smoking my trusty Svenborg. Tonight I have Dunhill Flake in there from 2017. I have to say, it's pretty good. And some coffee. Black, of course. Ooh. Some hot coffee. Well, I hope you all had a good day. I know I did. Had a couple of topics I wanted to talk about, a couple of things. And I'm just not sure. Integrity. Integrity. Do you have it? Every time I turn my head, the camera goes back and forth. Integrity is something to strive for. My dad taught us that. A man's word is his bond. Without integrity, you ain't much of a man, in my book. And I'm right. Do you ever meet a person, and let's just say man. Do you ever meet a man that people love that doesn't have any integrity? Or doesn't show much integrity? Anybody that doesn't have integrity is not well loved, I'll tell you that right now. Honesty is a valuable commodity in one's life. And it's hard to find today. It really is. People are dishonest because they don't want to rock the boat or stir trouble. That's my air quotes. I get a kick out of people that when they ask me what I think, I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell you what I think you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I don't tickle anybody's ear. And when I do, they get upset. Oh, you should have been nicer about it. No. Well, you should have practiced better diplomacy. No. Diplomacy has nothing to do. If you're not using integrity, you're not practicing good diplomacy, is what I'm trying to say. Here's a word you don't hear much of. Diplomacy. We need to be more diplomatic in our conversations and our relationships with people. There's a sense of, being honest, but there's also being brutally honest, which I think is to the point of offending. Or insulting. I may think somebody's a jerk, but I'm not going to tell them that to their face. Because that's not who I am. That's not how I deal with people. And I'm that guy that looks for the good in everybody, and I always can find some good in everybody. Everybody has some goodness in them. You just have to look hard enough. When you cast judgment on someone just because of something they said or they did that you didn't like, and you're not giving them an opportunity, you're not really looking for the goodness in that person. I think people are generally basically pretty good people. At least the ones that I deal with. They're downright evil people, but I don't associate with any of them. I don't know. I'm just rambling on, I think as a father, setting the example, for my sons and my daughters is important. What kind of a legacy do I want to leave? The biggest legacy I think a person can leave is their children. You look at their children and how their children are, and that tells you what kind of a parent raised them. I taught my kids never give up. Always be honest. Never give up. Look at a challenge in your life as not an obstruction in your life, but as an opportunity in your life. Challenges are opportunities to achieve greatness. What is greatness? How do you measure greatness? We need to be more self-conscious of ourselves. I'm not saying go point out, oh, he doesn't have any integrity. Oh, look at that. Oh, every time a challenge comes up, they back down. No, we need to be more self-aware of what's going on. It's not about the other person. When you're being, all right, I'm a man of faith, okay? So, excuse me. The Bible says, before you go pull the splinter out of someone else's eye, get the log out of yours, right? And we have a tendency to think that we have got it all together and everybody else is wrong and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. And that's not true. We can't cast judgment on people based on what our own views and principles are. just because I don't see the same things as someone else that they should be exactly like me, I'm not going to go, pass judgment on them. We need to be aware of that. Too many times we act like we're better than everybody else. And we need to serve one another with humility. Love is an action. It's not just a word. If I tell somebody I love them, I need to follow up with the actions, It's just like if I say I'm sorry, I need to follow up with the actions. If I say I'm a man of integrity, I need to follow it with action. Earned. I need to earn that. There's too many people that they demand respect and they demand people understand them and they don't want to earn it. And if I don't know you, I need to see your actions, your character. Words don't mean anything to me. You can tell me how great you are. I can tell you how great I am. But if I don't follow that up with action, that shows how great I am. And I'm not saying I'm great because I'm not. I don't look at myself above anybody else. I'm just John. There's nothing great about me. I'm just a guy that I just want to help people. That's what I do. And if I can help somebody not do the same things I did, wisdom doesn't come with age. It comes from experience. And it comes from humility. The Bible says in the book of James, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask. Well, what do you do when you ask for something? You humble yourself and you ask for something, to receive something. You ask to get. Well, that takes a lot of humility. There's a lot of things I pray for in life. I pray that the Lord, help me to see the truth in all things, to give me wisdom, to make me a man of integrity, to help me be more a man of action than a man of words, and to love. I pray all the time that the Lord would give me compassion, that I would have compassion and mercy the way He has had on me. Listen, folks, if you heard my story, hey, I was nothing pleasant to be around. In my younger days, I was a mess. And I've never forgotten the people around me who love me, family mainly, and some friends who prayed for me, who no matter what I did, loved me. And the good Lord above loved me, never turned His back on me. He kept me safe. He watched over me, and He guided me through the trials and tribulations in my life. And I am not a complete person yet. Yeah. Men, I speak to you. If you're not a man of integrity, you're not a man at all. That's what my dad told me one time. We have this idea of what a man looks like, and it's a warped view. If you get it from Hollywood, God, you're fool. You are a fool if you get your view of what a man is from Hollywood. A real man is humble and kind, patient, loving, not afraid to shed a tear or two. Meek. Well, this pipe's about done. Thanks for watching tonight. I wanted to talk about something different, but ended up getting into this. So, hope you all have a good evening. I'm tired. Got to get up early tomorrow again. And the weekend's here. Sorry about that. Neighbors are home. And the weekend will be here. Have a blessed night, everybody. Light 'em up.